connecting with your cards. So you may want to start shuffling with them. You can do this when you first get them, or you can also do this at the start of every reading, be it for yourself or for somebody else. But just what kind of intention you actually want to have come out in that reading. A riffle shuffle, let's see if I can do it on camera, where you put the cards together like that. And then, woo! Some people, even when they're learning tarot, they like to pull a card every day and then keep that card about them. Now, you do run the risk of bending the card. It's bonding with that card, bonding with the energy of that card and learning the meaning. So you can either pick that card and journal about it, see what that card is saying to you. Now, I know there are a load of card meanings that we have to learn with tarot, and yes, it really does help to learn them. And yes, I will be covering that. However, the most important thing with tarot is your intuition, and everybody's intuition differs. So what you see in that card is really what is speaking to you from within, and that's the most important bit of all this. Connecting with your cards, some people put it under their pillows, some people carry it around in their pocket or their bags or whatever. Some people do it with the whole deck. Whatever feels right to you. If you're journaling with that card, whatever comes to mind when you're looking at that card and studying that card and how it makes you feel and what you see in the imagery, what is it saying to you? That's you not only bonding with the card and learning the meanings, but also deepening your intuition. Intuition is like a muscle. The more you work with it, the stronger it gets, and the more you start to trust it. It's a good idea to read the guidebook that comes with the cards. Some guidebooks out there can be 200 to 300 pages long, and they are brilliant. And they'll tell you so much about the cards in that deck because they're written from the author's point of view. A lot of the time they will tell you not only much about the cards, but it also adds to your knowledge of the tarot meanings because there'll be so much more in there. There'll be a story of that theme. There'll be a story of that card due to the theme of the deck. And it's all very interesting stuff. So when you first get your tarot deck and you've got a guidebook, really take some time to study it. Sometimes you might just get a small guidebook that just covers very basic keywords and meanings of the tarot system and the cards that you have in that deck. But that can often be enough. Sometimes too much information is not always a good thing because it can block your intuition. You're trying to learn the tarot system and also develop your intuition. It's quite a lot. And if you're stuck on learning meanings, that can take you away from what you actually truly see in those cards. The guidebooks will also give you spreads that you can do with those tarot decks. You could do them with any tarot decks as well. There are so many different card spreads that you can do, and you normally get about 3 or 4 in a guidebook alone. It really depends on the reading and the intention. If you're doing a love reading, there may be certain spreads that work for that, a career reading, some kind of soul growth. But when you're learning, it's probably better just to stick to 1 card or 3 cards, like a past, present and future. Typically, I freestyle it. I don't really have a particular spread. To be honest with you, even just laying out cards wherever, I get to know the meanings of them anyway, and I get to know what it's telling me. I don't have any kind of rules with that. But you may want to learn certain types of spreads, but keep it simple as you're starting because you're getting to know the cards and you're just wanting to really connect in with what it's telling you. And if you are doing this every day, like journaling every day, then doing big spreads for yourself when you're trying to learn it all, it's probably not going to make that much sense. And you're going to spend so much time looking up the meanings. By the time you get to the 7th card, you might have forgot what the 1st or the 2nd card was telling you. Yeah. I tend to have an intention with what I want to get out of the cards. And when I'm shuffling, I will ask it the question of what I really want to know. Most of the time though, for me, because I'm not too reliant on the cards, because I think it's important to stick with your free will as well. I do think it's good to just keep it quite general, and whatever comes out that you need to know will come out. But that's just me.